Drake is always going to be in my good graces, and I like Drake.
Drake, they're gonna turn on you one day too. And the more you win, the sooner they do.
Make some noise for the greatest rapper.
What if I told you Eminem predicted Drake's betrayal years before it even happened? Did Em actually foresee the fall of the so-called Six God? So let's talk about Eminem and Drake for a minute. In the late 2000s, hip-hop was changing fast with new stars rising and legends still holding strong. And right in the middle of all that, a young guy from Toronto named Drake, who was slowly grabbing everyone's attention. Drake wasn't just another rapper. His mix of emotional lyrics, smooth hooks, and R&B vibes made him stand out. And guess who he looked up to the most? Eminem. Drake had been a fan of M for years. He called him one of the biggest influences on his music. In 2009, Drake got to work with not just Eminem, but also Kanye West and Lil Wayne on a track called Forever.
I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine.
Every artist brought their A game, and for Drake it was a huge deal. That track helped launch him into the big leagues. But their connection didn't stop there. In 2016, during Drake's Summer 16 tour in Detroit, Eminem popped out on stage as a surprise guest. Crowd went crazy. They performed Forever Leave. And right there, Drake turned to Eminem and said something that stuck with everyone. He called him the greatest rapper to ever touch a mic. And Eminem, he smiled and said it was an honor to share the stage with Drake.
Make some noise for the greatest rapper to ever get on a motherfucking microphone.
It was clear there was mad respect between them. Outside of music, they've shared personal moments too. Eminem even once talked about how Drake did a nice favor for one of his daughters. That kind of stuff isn't common in the industry. It showed their connection wasn't just about business, but here's where things get interesting. In his song Zeus, Eminem dropped a line that felt like more than just lyrics.
Drake, they're gonna turn on you one day too. And the more you win, the sooner they do.
Now that sounded like a warning. It makes you wonder, was Eminem just speaking from his own experience with fame and betrayal? Or did he actually see it coming for Drake? Because not long after, things started heating up around Drake in ways no one expected. So what did Eminem really mean? M wasn't talking out of jealousy or competition. He was speaking from experience. He's been at the top. He's seen how fake the love can be. And he was telling Drake straight up, the bigger you get, the quicker they flip on you.
They be calling you a trash bin, saying that your new one isn't better than your last one.
That line hit deep. M was warning him like an older brother who's seen it all. Fame, fake friends, betrayal. It's the same cycle, and M was basically saying, you're next, man. And honestly, that line aged like fine wine. Because what's happening to Drake right now, all of it, people turning on him, trust issues, loyalty problems. Eminem saw it coming from miles away. Eminem and Drake have always had a respectful relationship. But then came a moment that sparked a lot of conversations in the rap world. See, in Eminem's song Kamikaze, there's this line that caught everyone's attention. Right after that dropped, the internet went wild. People started saying, wait, is Eminem throwing shade at Drake? Because let's be real, Drake's name has been brought up in ghostwriting rumors for years.
You got a couple of ghostwriters, but to these kids it don't actually matter.
But when Eminem sat down in an interview with Sway Calloway, he cleared the air completely. He said, no, I wasn't dissing Drake at all. In fact, Eminem was really open about it. He said Drake had done something kind and unforgettable for one of his daughters, and because of that, Drake would always be in his good books.
Drake is always going to be in my good graces because he did something for one of my daughters that.
Now, Eminem explained that the lyric wasn't aimed at one person. It was about how the rap game has changed. Back in the day, rappers took a lot of pride in writing their own lyrics. That's what gave them their voice, their identity. But now, it's hard to tell who's really writing what. Ghostwriters are more common, and fans, especially younger ones, don't seem to care as much anymore. And that's what really bothers him. Eminem made it clear that he has never used a ghostwriter, not even once. He said if he ever got to a point where he needed someone else to write his lyrics, he'd just put the mic down for good.
If I ever need a ghostwriter, I need to just fucking put the mic down.
That's how serious it is to him. Because for Eminem, hip-hop isn't just music. It's what gave him confidence when he was just a skinny kid growing up on 8 Mile in Detroit. It made him feel strong when he had nothing. He even said he sees hip-hop like a father figure. It taught him how to fight back in life. It taught him how to survive. And writing his own rhymes? That's always been part of that power. Eminem also gave what sounded like a warning, and it was directed at Drake.
They ain't never coming back, and they did it your chance next to be mentioned in future in the past tense.
In his song Zeus, Eminem said something that, at the time, might have sounded like advice. Now just think about that. Eminem wasn't being aggressive. He wasn't starting beef. He was simply pointing out how the music industry works, especially for artists at the top. The more successful you become, the more people start to doubt you. They stop cheering. They start criticizing. And Eminem knew that feeling all too well, and that's exactly what we started seeing with Drake. He's been one of the biggest artists in the world for over a decade. But over the years, people slowly started to say things like, his music doesn't hit the same, or he's lost the spark. Suddenly fans who once loved everything he did were now calling his new songs boring or predictable. Eminem wasn't attacking Drake. He was showing what happens when someone becomes too big, too popular for too long. People get tired, they move on, they turn on you.
I ain't dissing, I'm just trying to keep the shit a C-no. Same people been trying to do the shit to me, so.
That's Eminem basically saying, one day people won't talk about you like you're still here. They'll talk about you like you used to be great, like your time has passed. At the time, these lyrics sounded like just another verse from Eminem. But now they seem way too real. It's like he saw the whole thing coming before anyone else did. After Eminem dropped that warning in his song, Drake, they're gonna turn on you one day too. You'd think people might have brushed it off. But guess what? That's exactly what started happening. At first, fans began saying Drake's music was getting repetitive. Then the ghostwriting rumors came back, and people started questioning if he was still the same Drake who once ruled the rap game. It wasn't hate, it was doubt. And just like Eminem said, once fans start turning, they don't come back. And then it happened. He got hit with one of the hardest diss tracks in recent history, and it came from someone he once stood next to, someone he once respected, Kendrick Lamar.
To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him.
This is a really serious accusation. Kendrick is implying that Drake has been involved with underage women, which, as you can imagine, sparked major controversy. It wasn't just a regular battle rap. It got personal. Kendrick's basically telling people to protect their younger sisters from Drake, which raised a lot of eyebrows in the rap community and beyond. Now, before you think this is all just talk, this kind of line isn't something that gets thrown around lightly. It's part of how these guys go at each other in the rap world. But at the same time, it's clear that Kendrick was calling Drake out in a way that hit much deeper than just music. So while Eminem warned Drake about the industry's loyalty, Kendrick's words took things to a whole new level. And this, my friends, is where we see the betrayal truly unfold. And the question is, can Drake bounce back? Or is this the moment where everything starts to shift? Let me know in the comments.